Million subscriber announcement number 2. We're gonna give away almost $250,000 worth of free footwear from all the brands that have helped us get to this million subscriber mark. And it's super simple. All you have to do is click the link in the bio, sign up for the giveaway form, and that's it. And every time there's a new video, it's a new giveaway and a new brand. So be on your toes, get ready, because it's gonna be like 20 or 30 days worth of giveaways. So make sure you're subscribed to both YouTube channels so you don't miss on anything, and Instagram. So thank you guys. Thanks again to the partners, all these guys that help donate all this stuff. Almost $250,000 worth of free footwear. So get ready. Heavy unboxing from Ariat. From Ariat. It's another mystery unboxing. I'm not 100% sure what's actually in here. Everyone else knows because they keep it secret from me so that I can do an actual unboxing. So, Ariat, named after Secretariat. Did you know that? I bet most people didn't, because I didn't really make the connection until I think Ariat told me, and I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Like Secretariat, horse riding. Because I believe Ariat started with making English riding boots. Should we fact check me? See if any of that's correct, or if I just made all that up. The name Ariat comes from the famous racehorse Secretariat. The company's co-founder Beth Cross and Pam Parker named the company after Secretariat in honor of the competitive spirit and big heart. Ariat also, if you didn't know, is a female-owned business. Both the co-founders are Beth and Pam, a couple ladies. And why not give you a quick Secretariat? If you haven't seen the movie Secretariat, it's pretty good. Secretariat was a legendary thoroughbred racehorse who won the Triple Crown in 1973. He was also the first 2-year-old to unanimously win Horse of the Year. Beth Cross was inspired by Secretariat's competitive spirit and big heart when she was looking for a name for the company's new breed of boots. Ariat was founded in 1993 by Cross and Parker, who saw an opportunity to apply athletic shoe technology to riding boots. Oh, okay, yeah, I remember that. So yeah, like English riding boots and just riding boots were like, yeah, they're just like leather boots, really hard, really heavy, really like, like the heritage way of making boots, which is awesome for a lot of things, but it's not the most awesome for comfort. And especially in like English riding and riding horses, that's a lot of weight on your feet. Your feet are jammed in there all day. They can be really narrow, and it's just like, it's rough on your feet. And so that makes sense, because what they've done is applied that same thing to the boot, like the riding boot world, and then they slowly expanded into like the country, like Western boot world, and now they're moving into like the work boot world. And so they're taking that same principle that worked in one side of the industry and have been applying it to all these different spots in the industry. And it seems to work because Ariat's one of the top brands, especially for like Western wear and like where I'm from, like everyone has Ariats. Like I've had several pairs of Ariats throughout my entire life, and they're cool. I like Ariat. Like, we've worked with them. We've probably cut apart like 10 different Ariats throughout the years. They've been supportive of us, and they make high quality stuff, and so Ariat's one of these brands that like it's easy to work with. And so when a giant box shows up and you have no idea what's in it, that weighs, God, how much? It probably says 21 pounds. Plus maybe another, like, it's probably 25 pounds of boots. That's so funny. 25 pounds of Ariat boots. That's probably what the thumbnail will be. Ariat shipped me 25 pounds of their boots. So, let's do it. What knife should I do? I'll do this one, because I don't like it. This is from the little mini knife video that I'm not sure if it's out or not, but I hate this knife. Sorry, Outdoor Edge. Not sure who thought it was a great idea to have a sliding knife that hooks onto your belt that literally can slide up and stab you in the side. Not that it's happened to me, but like, when you're putting it on, oh, I don't even have a belt on. When you're putting it on, sliding that thing on, Naked and Famous, shout out. Just got done recording that video. You're pushing down, and like my fear would be like at any point, like that little, it's just so much movement right there. That's a razor sharp knife, like, I don't know, I just feel a little bit weird having that much like looseness of a blade right on my side, And it's kind of chintzy, it's just like, let's see if it's aluminum or if it's steel, this backside. What's your guess? It looks like steel to me. Yes, it is. Got a little Phillips screwdriver there, a little flathead there. So, it's kind of a cool idea. It just doesn't work for my personal intended use. And I don't remember how to replace the blade either. Does it just come out? Oh, that is kind of nice, right? Like the button releases it and locks it. Yeah, it just doesn't really work that well. Yeah, see, like I don't even know what I've done wrong here. Oh, there it goes. Because it does lock. You push that button to unlock it and it slides, but it doesn't take hardly any force at all to get it to unlock. It's like, I'm not even pushing on it, I'm just like touching the side of it, you know? So it just doesn't work. And when I started talking about like maybe making a better version of this, the knife bros were in the section like, duh, you don't know anything about knives. The knife world's already been completed. There's no new knives out there. What are you talking about? And plus, it's a razor blade knife. What's wrong with you? And I'm like, they're the best knives because you don't have to sharpen them. They're tiny, they're compact. And like, this sucks. So there's got to be an opportunity to make one that doesn't suck this bad and doesn't suck. Because I literally, it fell off my pocket when I was, where is it? The little Gerber? I always lose those little bad. I literally lost it in the time that I've been here recording. So I don't know where my little Gerber knife is that also sucks. I literally lost, oh, there it is. This also sucks. And so, but I get it. It's like every industry. Someone comes in, doesn't know what they're talking about. Like, I want to make something. Like, you don't even know what you're talking about. It's like, I don't. But that's the point. Because the best innovation sometimes comes from a completely new perspective that you've never thought of, because sometimes it's hard to think like an idiot. Me being the idiot is what I'm talking about. Okay, let's see what's what. Looks like a taller version. Nope, completely different. Oh, I think we cut the shorter version of this, haven't we? Or maybe it's this exact boot. The Endeavor. I think we've cut the Endeavor, haven't we? I think it was the shorter one. It's a nice 8-inch boot for you guys that like a tall boot for work or need a tall boot for work. This is the non-insulated version, carbon toe with the waterproofing. I won't miss that at the new shop. Actually, I might. I like loud cars, just not when I'm recording. So this is $200. $210 with the carbon toe. So I'm really curious, like a lot of these work boots, does this leather go all the way under, or is it just a rubber bumper? You know, like, is this like is this plastic you see, or like this harder, I'm assuming it's like a plasticky thing, is that like actually integrated into like the boot that makes it more stable and supports you in a certain way, or is it all for looks? You know, that's my question with all these more affordable work boots, because you never know what's a gimmick to make it look higher quality and what's actually higher quality. Nice thick rubber outsole. Yeah, Ariat makes some pretty killer work boots. Next. I just thought I was gonna get cowboy boots from Ariat. What's this one? Ooh, my logger boot. Look at that hill. Since when I didn't know Ariat made these. What is this? Logger Shock Shield H2O. Logger Shock Shield. $190. Rugged logger style meets Ariat innovation. The Logger Shock Shield collection absorbs impact to your feet, helping you stay comfortable longer. Extreme durability, extremely durable, cushioned and heavy duty traction. It's ideal for harsh outdoor jobs, high heat environments, and intense construction work. A lot of paneling on this, right? Like this can be good to have like overlapping panels and stuff, but also can create fail points. So I'm curious, like, is this redundancy to make it look cool, or is it actually redundancy to make it tougher or more flexible or have some functionality behind it? Oh, it's lined up the quarters too. Interesting. Oh, it's waterproof though. I guess you have to, huh? I was gonna say, like, I don't like that. I don't want this kind of boot lined. But I forgot it's waterproof. Oh, this one is heavy. Where's my boxing knife? Use the Big Idea design. Fancy utility knife. Titanium utility knife. I like contradictory stuff like this too, where it's like as high end of a reusable blade knife that you can get. Like, I like that contrast. I think it's fun. Oh, that's how like I've been wanting to do these openings. Just like peel off the top. I'm just trying to keep the unboxings interesting. For me too. What are these? Whoa, good Lord, that is a heavy boot. What is this? Interesting. So you've got this like high grip outsole. You've got that hard rubber outsole as well. 75 short, tough. It's really soft midsole though. This comes in just from the outside. 50 short. It's gonna be softer on the inside. That's why we take the measurements on the inside. It's like that's the actual squish. Got a little midsole in there. Looks like it's a real Goodyear welt, stitched to the toe. Big steel toe, I'm guessing. Composite toe, puncture resistant. Oh, it's puncture resistant. Oh, it's insulated too. Okay, so 3M insulate isolation 600 Gs. Woo. I don't know what all those symbols exactly mean. That one's got it. That's the ohm sign. So it's got to be electrical hazard resistant, right? I don't know. Stump jumper. I thought that was a specialized bike. Oh, did we do a similar one for the BOA system, or am I thinking of a different boot? Because we did a BOA boot video for Ariat, and it was cool. It was cool to test the Ariat or the BOA system. So $250, stump jumper 8-inch CSA glacier grip, waterproof 600 gram composite toe work boot. Extreme outdoor work environments call for an extreme outdoor work boot. Stump jumper delivers the durable support, protection, and incredible cushioning you need for long days on your feet. The aggressive debris releasing outsole is built to tackle mud and rocks, making it ideal boot for harsh outdoor work environments and heavy duty construction. Yeah, so this is like your tank boot, right? Like this leather is really saturated and supple. It's kind of a cool texture. I don't understand like exactly because this doesn't look like it's an embossed print. It's like kind of shrunken, almost looks like shrunken cowhide. Really saturated. Looks like suede up the collar, gives a little flex points in the suede. Big, beefy eyelets. So yeah, so that's what this is. It's like warm, protective, it's grippy, it's durable, it's comfortable. It's got all like, yeah, this is like their tank boot, right? Wow, that stuff grips actually well on non-ice too. I don't like the feel of these though. Have you ever felt these? Ugh, it reminds me of like cotton. You know, like the feel of like a cotton ball. Cool. Okay, well, thanks to Ariat for sending this in. If you're interested in any of these, check them out via links in the description. And let me know which of these you want me to cut, because I kind of want to, there's a few of these I want to cut, to be honest. So let me know what you guys want to see, what you're curious in, how I can improve these videos, because it's fun, it's a good time. So thank you guys for all your support, and thanks again to Ariat for sending these in, a little mystery box with a bunch of cool little boots that we can decide on what we want on the main channel, so let me know. And thank you guys again. See ya.